I moved. I've moved.
Hello, chat. Welcome to the best show on earth.
I know.
Welcome back. Welcome to two gay weebs. Talk about how much they hate other gay weebs.
It's so true. Wait. I don't even think I had an actual segue. Whoops.
I don't think so.
Oh
no.
well. Who cares?
We were gonna talk about some more serious stuff today, and then we decided that we're gonna be actually appropriate individuals for once.
Yeah.
So today we're just talking about some more random bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot happened this week, but a lot happened at the same time. I wanted to talk about it, but then I was like, I don't think it's my place to speak on it right now.
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of work digging up resources and everything, and then last minute this bitch was like, actually, no thanks.
I got scared. My feet got cold.
Mood. I was gonna.
No.
Don't say things about feet. It'll get too freaky in here, bro. We could. We have to remain. We have to keep the cordial coworker demeanor. Don't get freaky,
man. What?
Man.
Anyway.
So, well, what are we actually fucking starting with? Because I'm down to get right into.
There is so much we can honestly just talk about. So you know what I actually want to talk about?
What?
Let's start with the guilty pleasures. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Because I have so many guilty pleasures, it's not even real. And they're not like guilty pleasures in the sense that like they're awful.
Yeah.
But my guilty pleasures are pretty tame. I don't know what your guilty pleasures are gonna be, but mine are pretty tame for the most part that I'm willing to speak on, at least. Now, as you know, we all, and I mean it, every single one of us has a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
One of my guilty pleasures, we were kind of talking about it earlier, bro. I love Splatoon music, bro. I fucking love Splatoon music. That shit is so fire. I'm not even capping. I fucking love Splatoon. If that was on Spotify, you would see my ass listening to that shit on Spotify. I'm not even joking. The only thing stopping me from listening to the fucking Splatoon soundtrack is the fact that it's on YouTube. Like, there's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found.
Well, yeah, because Nintendo doesn't put any of their shit on like real like music streaming.
Yeah, they have like their own streaming thing, and I'm like,
oh my god, I forgot about that. You have to like link it to your Nintendo account, don't you?
So, I don't know. It's something like that.
Some weird shit like that.
Because Nintendo can't just be normal.
No, everything has to be exclusive so they can make their bajillion dollars off of their Nintendo babies.
My Nintendo
babies. I mean, like, I've heard only, a handful of Splatoon music, only songs from the first one. Is it like, I don't hate it, but I'm definitely firmly in the I don't get it camp. Like, what do you like about it in the first
I don't know. I don't even know. I really don't.
It sounds like bleeps and bloops to me.
And I'll be like, damn, that shit is so true.
Yeah, speaking my language.
I don't even fuck with Splatoon like that anymore. Well, I do, but I don't like Splatoon 3 right now. I don't think it's good. Sloptoon right now, but I really don't know. There is something about, I think it's the instrumentation, because there is a lot, like the quote unquote lyrics aren't what entice me. It's more the instrumentation, because I love that like stereotypical 2000s teen like rock that it kind of goes for, you know what I mean?
Definitely. No, I'm firmly in the camp of like, if they remove the lyrics, most of the songs would be good.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, the instrumentation is just so peak.
Yeah.
So, like some of the lyrics make the songs for me, but one thing I will not do is be one of those people that goes to like those lyric channels that like make lyrics out of gibberish. I'm like, dude, no. Like you can have your fun. You can have your fun. I'm not saying to not do it, but for me, I'm like that.
Me when I got a headcanon the lyrics to my favorite song.
Yeah, and then like some of the lyrics are some of the most like corny shit you'll ever read. I'm like, dude, do not make a song.
No, seriously, bro. You have to be actually like able to write to do that.
One of my other that's not even a guilty pleasure, dude.
Yeah,
it's not even a guilty pleasure anymore. I don't think enjoying anime girl feet is a guilty pleasure no more.
Well, I mean, what is a guilty pleasure is entirely personal. So if it's not a guilty pleasure for you, then it isn't. I hardly have any guilty pleasures because I just like what I like.
I don't feel
and I'm
guilty
okay with
about
being weird.
anything. So what's the point? What's the point? What is your guilty pleasure? Huh? You gotta have one.
Oh yeah, I have a couple still. The first one I can think of is like pop music, I guess. Like I trash on pop music all the time, and most pop songs I like actively dislike them. Stuff that comes out now. But fair. There's a good collection of songs that I'm very like nostalgic for, and I'll still put them on. Like, dude, I like any Kesha album from like 2008 to 2012. I will have that shit in my rotation consistently.
I can't say I'm a Kesha fan because that would be lying. I have maybe 2 songs that have her featured, and one of them is TikTok because everyone has TikTok. That shit still goes hard.
That's a double entendre. Everyone has TikTok. Dude, you should write lyrics.
No, fuck no. I could not write a song for the life of me. I would be like Mordecai at fucking Rigby, just making up random shit on the spot.
Yeah. No, dude, like Animal, Warrior, Cannibal, like those are all fire fucking albums.
Yeah, I need to listen to it because like I said, I'm not an actual Kesha fan. I just like 2 songs that have her name tied to them. No, I'm definitely in the pop music camp where I'm like, I've grown to a custom. Like, I didn't realize it, but when my manager brought it up to me, because I had a playlist, my like 80s synthwave themed playlist going on in the back, and he was like, "So would you say you're into like hyperpop or da 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 da?" And for a minute, I felt hella insulted because I was like, "Excuse you." But then after that, I was like, you might be right. Because I looked up what pop actually was, and pop music is essentially just, it's intentionally vague. It is just defined as popular music. So I looked it up, and it's just like, usually just has like a very catchy chorus, and they're typically, like the songs are typically like very repetitive. In the sense that like there's not like a lot of like lyrical depth to them. Because, you know, with like a lot of like, whenever you get like music snobs, for example, they're the ones that are like looking for like lyrical depth. Like the entire song cannot repeat itself, and like the chorus of a song is usually like their least favorite part of a song. If you know what I mean. I am someone like, if you have a catchy chorus, dude, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Call me a music slop enjoyer. But I'm at least a tasteful slop enjoyer because I know what I like. I'm not somebody who will like just put on the fucking radio and just be like, oh, dude, this is peak. Because I have a coworker. Because you know what coworker music is, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what coworker music is. I have a coworker who... What are you singing? Anyway, so
all over the place, blue in the face, looking like
Sonic. So she listens to whatever the fuck. She'll listen to like the 90s an hour, iHeartRadio, like shit like that.
Yeah.
But me and my coworker, who I won't name, he'll play the Midnight, for example. I've been super into the Midnight, by the way. They're like an 80s synth inspired band.
Yeah, I have not heard of them.
You gotta listen to them. I will link you some songs after.
Yeah, bet.
But I really love their music. Like, I don't think they have very few songs that I think are actually just outright bad. There's songs that I'm like, I wouldn't listen to this, but I don't think they have anything that's outright super bad. But, you know, they have some songs that, you know, don't really have lyrics to them, and it's just kind of like a vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just a vibe to the instruments. And my coworker's like, this doesn't have or one of my other coworker was like, this doesn't have lyrics. Like, I'm like,
bro, you're a fucking lobotomite.
Dead ass. I'm like, dude, you listen to T Swift all the time. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Seriously, like, songs don't need to have lyrics, bro. Like, you ever listen to fucking Beethoven? That shit doesn't have lyrics. It's moving.
She's like,
use your brain.
I'm like, can you not just like enjoy the music for what it is? Like, just vibe out. It's just, no, I can't do that. I have to have lyrics. I'm like, why? Especially in the workplace where I'm like, you're not even gonna be listening actively anyway. Like,
right? Because, bro, if the song doesn't directly verbally tell me what it's about and how to feel, I can't understand it, bro. I need to be able to sing along to the catchy little tune, and then I can go, dude, I so get it.
Which, I mean, she at least admits that, like, she doesn't really have any musical taste. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you gotta have, like, some kind of, like, you have to have, like, a genre, something that you enjoy. You can't just be, there's no person in the world that I know that's just like, yeah, I'll listen to anything. Because even I'll say I listen to anything, but I have my goddamn preferences.
Yeah, definitely. When I say I'll listen to anything, it's like, you know, as background noise.
Right. Because me, like, I have my fucking preferences. I'll say I'll listen to anything. And I have a lot of different stuff in my Spotify list. I have like 800 songs. Like, there's a lot of different shit. But if I was to like go through my likes based on the date that it was added, when I say listening to anything, that's not true. Because I have like arcs. You know what I mean? Like back in 2021, I was in my Avril Lavigne arc because I like just gone through a breakup. So I was a heavy Avril Lavigne.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, you should see my playlist from high school, dog. That's all guilty pleasure stuff for me now. That old playlist, because it's all like Post Malone, Juice, X, like all stuff that was like relevant with like my age group at the time.
Yeah. Were you the Moonlight, Spotlight?
Oh, damn it, dude. X changed my life. I don't care. That's unironic. That guy changed my life, bro. Rest in peace.
That is so fair. I never got super into. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those kids at school that was like, "You fucking hate rap music. Everyone listens to rap music. I'm one of the quirky kids at school. I listen to video game music." And then I eventually grew up, and I grew fucking brain cells, and I was like, you know, this is actually pretty damn good if I stop trying to be quirky and different.
Is coworker music stuff that just plays in stores or stuff you can only play around coworkers? It's more like
stuff
the kind of music that anyone would listen to, but is nobody's favorite.
Right. It's like when you hear, let's say like a Taylor Swift song, for example, or Imagine Dragons, for example. I would say like stuff like that is what I would dictate is like coworking music. Just stuff you would hear in like a store, for example, where they're just blasting like the whatever's popular at the time.
Yeah, right. Or shit, whatever was popular 10 years ago too, because it's big 2000s nostalgia era right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's some like coworker music genres or songs that I really like. Like when Justin Timberlake released "Selfish," dude, I was all over that. That's still one of my favorite Justin Timberlake songs.
Dude, fucking Michael Bublé. That shit is like super cringe, but I still fuck with it. I'll put that shit on. I just haven't met you yet. Oh my God.
Like when they first came out with Radioactive. Oh my fucking God. I remember my friend back. Oh my God. He was obsessed with Radioactive. Oh my God. He was obsessed with that shit.
I like that one song, Natural. That song's funny.
Natural. I haven't heard
I feel like Fireflies, Owl City Still Mine. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Imagine Dragons is like, it's like the music that's made for bullied kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're the people who they're the ones that think they're different, but they're really not. You know what I mean?
No, for real. They're like, you don't know my suffering, bro.
You know it isn't a guilty pleasure though. Remember back then when Linkin Park was like a guilty pleasure, and I think nowadays they are way more respected than they've ever been.
Oh yeah, because emo music has finally hit the mainstream. You know, so like, because I pretty much exclusively listen to like punk and emo. Like that's what my Spotify Wrapped is filled with every single year nowadays. But dude, back in the day when like being emo or listening to emo music was like still commonly seen as cringe, it's so weird to look at how it's like become like a pop culture thing now.
It's true, because like there's somebody's like, holy shit, where's some Crawling? That one? That was hella like
or even like
fun of listening to that shit. And nowadays like it's kind of fun.
Shit like that, or like, you know, Bring Me to Life. Like those were meme songs for years. And now our generation grew up and we're like, nah, bro, this shit is just good.
I think my favorite Linkin Park song is definitely In the End. That shit is so.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Probably mine's probably Black Parade. I'm a basic bitch. What about like video game guilty pleasures? You got any of those?
Well, you saw me on my Honey Pop arc a little bit ago.
Is that a guilty pleasure for you? I think those games are genuinely masterpieces.
It's not okay. So like, it's. Let Let me really think. Let me go through my Steam library.
What the fuck? Dude, Beef, that's this song that you linked me. Civ 1am. Why does he sound like Young Gravy?
There's definitely some games that I played in here that I like, that are objectively like ass.
Yeah. The easy one for me is Sonic 06. I know that game is hot garbage, but I still have a lot of fun playing it.
You would be fucking pressed to actually find Sonic fans who think that game is ass nowadays. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, bro. Like, why can't you just enjoy it and admit that it's ass?
There's
like
so
I
many
do.
like
You know what I
06
mean?
defenders. You're like, well, actually, it had so much potential. When it,
God,
well, it
bro.
didn't reach that potential. The only potential it had was PO6.
Exactly. Chaos X has brainwashed all of you guys. PO6 is fucking awesome, but dude, I understand that the game has a lot of awesome ideas. I love the ideas too, but the game is still ass, bro. You can't act like it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh wait, no! I just thought about it. Danganronpa.
What?
That's my guilty pleasure game.
True. You literally
Danganronpa,
brought
dude.
this up last week. Oh my god.
I fucking
Yeah, that's
love
true.
Danganronpa, dude.
Dude, yeah, that's some good anime slop right there.
Oh, it's my slop, dude. Chiaki.
Yeah.
I used to hate fucking Chiaki, but nowadays I'm like, dude, she's like my favorite.
Yeah, dude. I used to always say that like it's one of the only fucking like anime trashy things that even I could not get into because I just found it to be too cringe. I'd probably like it now though.
We should do like a playthrough of that.
Oh, dude, I would, but I think Artsy would crucify me because she's been trying to get. We started it like 3 times, and each time I was like, I hate this. Can we stop?
You know, maybe she can join us on the pod.
That would be fire.
We can collab with this game.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That would be awesome. She'd probably be down for that.
Game Grumps.
Game Grumps is like, oh, dude,
You know, I was
pleasure content creators.
I was actually just recently watching Game Grumps.
Are they like, are they all right still? Because I find them to be super annoying nowadays.
They're just whatever. They're definitely trying. I wouldn't even say they're really trying to do anything. They're just kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, they went corpo is the only difference I noticed.
Yeah, because I mean, the last time I actually, yeah,
their content is like super for millennials now.
yeah, it's definitely like millennial. Because I have a friend who's like what 28 or so.
Yeah,
and he fucking loves Game Grumps, and he still does, and he's definitely like the millennial guy.
10-minute power hours are funny. Yeah, true and based. I like Power Hour more than the main channel.
Yeah,
because it's actually funny to watch them do shit IRL and like be idiots with each other.
yeah.
But
as far as like
I
their
don't know.
gaming stuff, I don't really know what they do nowadays, but it's not. I mean, I think the whole genre of like Let's Plays has just kind of died out. So
for the most part,
Game Grumps kind of died out because most people aren't really caring to watching. Most people don't care to like, really watch gameplay commentary anymore, unless it's like a stream. That's different. But,
yeah, right. Like that's where you go now if you want to watch somebody play like a whole game. Like
Right.
gaming content on YouTube works way different now.
yeah, because like nowadays, like you can experience the game with that person like in real time.
Yeah,
So it's just very different with that like back and forth interaction with the streamer in the chat room. On YouTube, you just don't really get that same. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, dude, how is Sugar Conroy still so?
dude, it's because of the quality. I think. Like he puts
guess.
way more effort than any other person who does like regular playthrough videos.
Right.
Because all of his series are like it's literally half Let's Play, half guide.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're fair. That's fair. I think one of my favorite things from Chugga was actually his Animal Crossing new Leaf thing. Back in like what 2012, it was around the time the game came out. But that's what got me into Animal Crossing was watching his like playthrough of that game. I was like, dude, this is so like cozy. And sometimes I still go back to it because I'm like, this was such a like a cozy experience. Like nothing really goes on in Animal Crossing, but somehow he made it feel eventful every single time.
Yeah, right. Personality is a big factor too, I guess, because like he's just such a fucking nice, likable guy.
Yeah, he's just a cool guy. I will say the whole like drama that happened with him, that shit was so.
Yeah, that shit was
bizarre
nothing,
to
Virgo,
watch.
dude. I'm not afraid to say it. Like, it's not like it was like not a bad thing, but like people focused way more on the fact that he was like like a
foot
weird
freak.
pervert
Yeah, he's a foot
than
freak.
like, you know, how bad he actually was being. Like, you know, if things get resolved between the parties involved, it's like you as the fucking random stranger on the internet should stop caring at that point.
Yeah.
It was not good though. I have to be on the record before people clip.
No,
it was not good.
It wasn't.
We're
It
making
was
our
definitely
stance firm on
weird,
that.
but I don't think it like what he did was like super apprehend. Like it was like he was being kind of weird.
Yeah, right. They were. I mean, they were acting like he was like, you know, like a rapist type shit.
Yeah.
When that was like, it was not to that degree. He was definitely being weird and creepy, but it got resolved. You know.
Yeah. I mean, he was just like, hey, you know, I fucked up.
Yeah, right.
That's all you really can't say. There's no need to justify it, but you know.
No, seriously.
Um,
Minecraft brings mod. No, he just does kids YouTube slop. Dude, do you think there's any adults that that watch like YouTube Kids type content? Like that's how lobotomized they are?
I was gonna say a word that I can't say on stream, but those people,
Yeah, true. Those people. Hashtag them.
Nowhere's no.
Real nowhere's no.
Fucking
I guess that is kind of the pipeline, yeah, because like the kids' YouTube overly edited crap with like the gamma turned up to 1 million, where they're screaming in your face with rainbow text. That's like the new type of kids content now.
That's it.
Because we gotta.
And now it's becoming
early.
now it's becoming AI slob. It's not even like like a
actually.
human's making it anymore. It's just generated like to see like on like YouTube shorts of like some AI generated fictional cat shitting himself for some reason. Like what is going on here?
Dude, I should make one of those channels and quit my job again.
Dead ass?
Dude, I mean, I could probably get rich, right?
Not even joking. You should do it. You can make a living off it. Be real estate.
Yeah.
What else is a guilty pleasure of mine? I had one in my head that I just like thought of, and I don't remember.
Lanny VA, Nanodyne, and Beefiest collaborative slop channel.
Okay, let's calm down. Not the slop channel. I don't want to make slop. This is already slop.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm trying to think of like
the thing you were thinking of. Was it another game related thing, or was it like a different type of guilty pleasure?
Might have been a game. I think it was a game. Fuck. Oh my god, I've got I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was a game. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I love Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't even like.
You're the second person I've talked with this about this week.
I don't even like Pokemon, but I love Sword and Shield. I don't know why.
Yeah, you don't even know like what you enjoyed about it.
I liked like okay, so I picked up the game knowing it was ass back then. Because I was like, you know, my friends are playing it, so I'll play it because like I want to try Pokemon. So I play the game. The character creation was so good. The music, I actually really enjoy Sword and Shield soundtrack. I also really like the character designs for that game. Don't even get me started on fucking Melanie. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, dude, Melanie! Holy shit, she had permanent like residency in my brain when that game came out.
Neuron activation.
Actually, I am Piers, bro.
I really like Marnie too, slop character, because she is kind of a nothing character, but
oh, definitely.
I love her. She's so cute.
100%. Cute and also funny.
I also
definitely,
I also
definitely
like
bait.
I also like her theme. That shit is so good.
I kind of remember it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't get super behind you on the music because I don't remember most of the music from the game. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't stick with me.
That's fair. The soundtracks I remember the most, weirdly enough, are Sword and Shield and XY.
Oh yeah, XY has memorable soundtrack for sure. That game, that's like my Pokemon guilty pleasure, I guess. Like I definitely have it in the bottom half of my tier list when I try to be objective, but I am super nostalgic towards it because it was like the first time I got to have like the Pokemon on Christmas experience.
Oh yeah, you're like far away.
Oh yeah, I got it on Christmas Day with my 3DS XL, and I beat it that very night, just powering through it with Greninja.
I don't remember how I got, like, I know how I got Pokemon Y. I think, like, my friend let me let me borrow it, or he let me have it, because I think he got a copy of X and he also had Y, and I think he just gave me Y. It was back in like middle school.
Oh yeah.
And I played through it, and I never actually finished it. I got like halfway through it, and then I just stopped playing it.
Yeah.
But then I went back to it, and say what you want about the champion. She's one of the worst champions in all the Pokemon. Like, her design is what the fuck ever. Her presence is what the fuck ever. Her lineup is what the fuck ever. But her theme, oh my fucking god, I love her theme. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the little like chimes and like the bells. The fucking I don't know. I really like that theme. That is like one of my like top 3 Pokemon themes.
I get you. I've been playing Legends Arceus recently. Because I'm trying to like finally get through it before ZA comes out. It's been all right so far. I just got to the point where I stopped playing the first time, which is only like an hour and a half in. So I have to actually start experiencing the game. It's way easier to get through though when I have my girlfriend sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there any other good guilty pleasures we can think of right now?
Not off the top of my head. But you know what we can get into? That is a guilty pleasure. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes! I fucking love Sonic!
I was just playing Unleashed. I finished playing Unleashed on PC a couple of weeks ago. I fucking love the Werehog so much. He's such a cool guy, man. Oh my god. He's probably my favorite like form of Sonic. Like that, like,
dude, he's awesome. Like, oh my god. It's actually the coolest shit ever.
Okay, so a little bit of history between me and Sonic Unleashed. So as a kid, I don't like werewolf stuff, and I still don't, because it makes me feel very sick. Like it's just kind of it grosses me out. So back when I was a kid, I saw Sonic was turning into like a werewolf, and I was like, ew, no, I'm avoiding that game like the plague. And then some odd years later, I was like really getting into Sonic again, because I had an Xbox 360, so I could actually play like Generations on the 360, not the shitty 3DS version. And I was like, you know, I want to give Sonic Unleashed a try, because I was watching like somebody's playthrough, and I was like, this looks super fun. So I got the game. I got past the Werehog shit, because I was like, you know, this actually isn't bothering me anymore. I beat it. I thought very highly of it. And then come around the time that the recomp comes around, and I play the game, and I'm just like going through like my unleashed autism, because like, oh my fucking god, the Werehog is so cool. Like, his presence, like, he's such a fucking cool ass Sonic design. I don't care if he has weird ass cleats, bro. He's so raw. Yeah, right?
Like, why did people even complain about that, dude? The design, like, I don't understand. Is it just because it was different?
Werewolf cringe. You know,
I
like
guess
that whole era of like where like werewolves were like the popular thing, but they were also like the cringe thing with vampires.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
By the way, you're the only person who said that it grossed them out. By the way, like werewolf stuff in general, I've never heard that.
I don't like it. It makes me icky. I don't know. It's just like the transformation, like you like all the hair growing on you, and like your teeth. Your bones.
Yeah, I know, babe. You want the fucking Werehog's massive dark Gaia energy riddled cock inside you.
No, but he's so raw though.
Like, though.
I'm like playing the combat, and I'm actually like learning how to fucking do combos and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I can't believe all the YouTube review bros tried to like convince people that the mechanics didn't have any depth,
because they didn't know how to fucking play it.
I guess, bro. They were just mashing for sure.
They were mashing XX. And that was it.
Yeah,
and they weren't actually upgrading, learning like new. I will say the game's progression is fucking ass. I would never recommend Sonic Unleashed to a person who does not like Sonic, specifically because the game's progression is so fucking ass.
You don't fuck with the medals?
No, because I was recently playing it, and I had like 69 of like the sun medals and like 70 something of moon medals, and I got to Adabat. like the last actual stage before Eggman Land,
Yeah.
and I needed like 17 more sun medals to access the stage, and I was like, I'm modding this shit out.
I got you.
Granted, I played the rest of the game normally, but I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm modding this out.
It sucks too, because like the PS2 Wii version, like the standard definition version, has the perfect version of the medal system
like
too.
People say like the medals, they encourage you to replay stages, but I'm like, dude, some of the locations are so fucking arbitrary in the speed stages. But then you get to the Werehog, you're like, that's fine, but most people aren't trying to play the Werehog stages.
Yeah, for real. That's true.
Not saying the Werehog, not that that's saying like the Werehog's bad, but like that's not what people are playing the game for.
Yeah, I don't know, because that's like a branch off of like that whole dumb shit that like so many Sonic fans peddle, where it's like every Sonic game should never have anything other than normal Sonic gameplay, and if there's anything other than that in it, it's bad.
I will say I do wish Sega was a little more confident in just like letting Sonic be Sonic again. You know what I mean? Just like, we don't need like weird wisps gimmicks. We don't need classic Sonic to exist in the modern Sonic game. We don't need the Werehog, as cool as he is, we don't need him. We don't.
Yeah,
need, like,
even Frontiers was a gimmick in my opinion.
No, yeah, Frontiers was hella gimmicky. I mean, the game itself was like a big testing ground for the devs, and I will always stand by that. The only thing about Frontiers that's good is the boss fights. Anyway, anyhow. So the main reason I wanted to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog outside of Unleashed, Sonic is apparently just not cocky. I don't know. Have you been seeing this the Twitter trend of?
Yeah, I have. That was like the big thing that people have been talking about, because we're sort of shooting the shit about it before we started. How like for some reason Sonic Twitter fandom loves to be like acting like they know exactly how he should be written as a character.
Because what did this guy say? He just made a tweet saying like Sonic is not cocky, and I'm like, okay, what do you mean that character's not fucking cocky? Sonic has always been he's very confident in his own abilities, and sometimes that leads him into doing the dumbest shit. Like that's kind of what being cocky is. It's just being like overly confident in yourself, or like believing you are better than this other thing. Yeah. So you have so many people, or at least this guy in particular, because I don't think anyone fucking agrees with this guy. He's saying like Sonic's like not cocky, and like just because he's confident doesn't mean he's cocky, because cocky means like arrogant or something like that. I'm like, arrogant is a branch of cockiness. Yeah, right. This guy used like Google, what was it, like the Google dictionary, and like found like synonyms, and I'm like, do you not know what a synonym is? Shadow is like, I wouldn't say he's cocky, but he's very how would I classify Shadow? I would honestly, I would say he's arrogant, actually.
Yeah, like especially in his earlier showings.
Yeah, where he's like, "Fuck, I'm the coolest," but
the ultimate life form.
Like he thinks he's him. He is him, but he thinks he's him. But there's like a difference in like being cocky is just like being like Sonic's like very playful about it. Like he's not being a fucking asshole. Like he's a little shit sometimes, but he's very playful. While Shadow's like dead ass about it. Like you have, say, like Sonic X. If you remember, like did you watch Sonic X at all?
Yes.
Do you remember the episode where, like the very first episode where he was like racing against like the mock. Oh
yeah, whatever the fuck his name is, Chris's dumb uncle who drives the race car.
Yeah, and like Sonic was like racing him, and he was like running backwards and shit, like standing on the car that he was driving and shit. I'm like, dude, that's fucking Sonic.
Yeah. Right? The same people will tell you that scene is so raw and then not even understand like what it's showing you about his character.
Right. Or like Sonic in the Black Knight, where his ass is like, he just spawns in the middle of a field, catches this fucking chili dog, regardless of the fact that he's about to be ambushed, munches on that shit, and then is about to start fighting. Like,
Yeah, and he tosses the other chili dog in the air, bruh. It's so dumb, but it's like that shit has always been a part of his personality. Because even back in like the 90s when the character was conceptualized, his whole thing was supposed to be like having attitude, you know, like being a rebel. And what kind of personality trait would go with that if not like cockiness, right?
Like ever since like waiting, his fucking waiting animation of him just like sitting there and just tapping his foot on the ground, like, bro.
Oh, dude, what about in a similar vein, like other character traits that people have questioned about him? Were you around for Sonic is not a hero?
Yes.
Dude, that shit was so dumb.
I get what they mean, but at the same time, I think people are spinning it the wrong way. So, Sonic, by all definition, is a hero, but he doesn't get this fucking
keep viewers on Boo.com.
No!
Holy shit. Dude, we should buy views.
Yeah, we should totally buy views. Boost the algorithm. Wahoo.
W algorithm. Everybody in chat, use that link and buy views for your channel. It'll work out.
Yeah, it'll totally work.
Why you do that? I'm gonna keep yapping.
Keep yapping.
I also understand your point, and the point of people who were saying that at the time. Because, like, I get it. Like, you know, he has the whole thing in Black Knight where he talks about how, like, he can't be the good guy every time, and da-da-da-da-da. But, like, that's not supposed to be a literal statement about his character. Like, he's obviously the good guy every time. He's the main character. He's the guy who saves everybody and beats the bad guy. But, you know, what he's saying is that, like, he's the kind of hero who will do, like, quote unquote bad or morally questionable things in the aim of the greater good.
Right. Like like you said, he doesn't self-identify as a hero. Like, he does not see himself as being like the person to like always be there, or like someone who like does it because of the fact like that he wants like the recognition, or I don't know how to explain it, because he is like by definition he's a hero. He saves people. He has very good intentions, but at the same time he acts on his own accord. He doesn't act by the books, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, definitely, because again, he's a rebel, right? Like he intentionally doesn't want to subscribe himself to like one type of description that can fit him, you know, because he just sees himself as himself.
Right. Similarly to like Shadow, which is a literal shadow to what Sonic is. He doesn't see himself as a hero either. He's doing what he wants on his own accord. His morals are just very different from what Sonic values, but they're both doing the same thing.
Yeah,
they're not necessarily trying to harm people. The only difference is when shit gets real, Shadow will go out of his way to harm people.
Yeah, right.
That wrong him.
What are other like things that people have talked about in regards to Sonic's writing? Like we were memeing about him being like the wind and what that even fucking means.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
people think they're so deep when they say that.
I think it's very cool. I think it's still a very cool trait. I think it is still a very cool trait that like Sonic is like the wind, you know what I mean? Like that's his thing. And like he never like explicitly has superpowers, you know what I mean, that have to do with the wind, but it's more so that he's so fast that the wind just naturally, you know, forms like it's like an addition to what he already does. It's not like he's someone who like can just like gust up a windstorm and like shoot it at somebody. Like no. But it's always been like very symbolic of his character.
Yeah, his like free-spirited nature.
But at the same time, I get where people are coming from when they say that the lightning effects and all that is kind of boring because every speedster is like lightning and whatever. But I don't know. I can't bear to care that much.
Yeah, right. Like you're hyper fixating on one random thing.
I think it's still a very cool aesthetic, nonetheless. I don't know. To me, when I played Sonic Frontiers and I saw like that like the unlimited boost that he gets, like the super, like that powered up boost, and it showed like the like electricity effects and shit that he had from like the movie. I was like, wait, that's sick as fuck. I didn't immediately go, what the fuck? It should be the wind. Why does he have electric? I don't know.
No,
I've never been someone to like think of things like that. Maybe it's because I'm also a slop consumer, I guess, but something like that never like super bothered me. I always thought it was like a super cool little touch.
Well, people will call you a slop consumer if you're not like weirdly like autistically obsessive over like every single thing. Right. So it's like, you know, like it's not fucking like slop minded to just like not care about something because it doesn't matter that much in the bigger picture, you know?
Right. Another example, by the way, of Sonic not being cocky. Okay. This guy, if you remember in Sonic Unleashed when in the opening cutscene where Sonic like turns super, and then he like gets Eggman starts like pretending to beg for forgiveness, and then like Sonic starts like mocking him. He's like, if you played nice, Owen has to break all your toys.
Yeah, right.
And then like Eggman like catches him and shit. So the guy was like, well, that's not him being cocky. He just let his guard down. I'm like, dude, he's taunting Eggman as he speaks.
he let his guard down because he was being cocky. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's literally talking shit to the guy that he just beat up.
Right. He didn't think that Eggman was being genuine about like begging for forgiveness. He was just being a little shit. And that's why he got caught in the first place, because he was cocky.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
He thought that he broke all of Eggman's toys. He thought like all of Eggman's mechs were gone. He didn't think he had another plan.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, are you gonna say like that Spider-Man is not like a cocky character either? Because like he's also full of quips and loves to talk shit to the bad guys. Like, you only do that if you're that kind of person. You know what I mean?
I will say, I don't like quippy Sonic, but I love quippy Spider-Man.
Yeah, true. That's a good difference between the two of them. Because when Sonic is talking constantly, it's really annoying.
That dude like makes me mad. It almost slipped. But anyway, that guy makes me so mad. Like quippy Sonic.
Is that one of the words you don't want to be saying on here, bro?
Yeah. I don't want to say it.
You really don't want people to know that you're black. That's crazy.
That's not what I'm saying.
About that.
That's not what I'm saying. No. But there's like Sonic being a little shithead, and then there's Sonic being a yapper. I would classify Sonic Lost World Sonic as being a yapper. That dude just talks in talk. Bro said, that was cool. Pun entirely intended. Like, shut up!
Nah, seriously, like, you're just saying stuff to hear yourself talk, and none of it is funny, bro. Like, shut up.
He's like, anyone who thinks Eggman's a total bonehead, raise their hand. I'm like, dude, shut up.
I like the bit where him and Tails are arguing, and they were like, Tails like, that bites. You know how much that bites, Sonic? And he's like, well, it bites too when it XYZ. And then they're like, Eggman, you bite. That game is written by like 10-year-olds, dude. I swear.
It literally is. That game sucks. I will say, God. I thought it was funny when Sonic was insulting Xena for just being a girl. He said,
yes,
oh no. Misogyny. He said, I am so sorry. I have nothing more important to do in life. I always thought that shit was funny. But yeah, Sonic the Yapper, he gets on my nerves. Because I think part of it too is just Roger's voice does not fit for like his Sonic voice in particular. And just Sonic as a character does not work for him to just yap and yap and yap, because he sounds like he's trying to be cool. I think Ryan and Jason, I'm not even like a Jason or Ryan Glazer, because I actually really like Roger, though I do want a new Sonic voice nowadays, because I think Roger's kind of losing his
yeah, he might be getting too old.
I don't know. Bro's playing too many regular show characters. He lost his prime. I don't know what it is, but like they just have like naturally cool sounding voices, if that makes any sense. Like they have their cheesy moments, but they naturally sound pretty cool. But you get to Roger and it sounds like he's trying to sound cool, and the way they write Sonic is him trying to be cool. Like, no.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't like that.
it has a lot to do with like how the games are actually made too, I think. Because when you think about like we were just talking about Unleashed, like the opening cinematic for that game, for example, like they don't show Sonic doing cool shit anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
How many games in the past 10 years of the franchise have had like good pre-rendered cutscenes like that? Not a lot of them.
None of them actually.
Yeah, I guess in today's brain rot language, I miss when Sonic was an aura farmer.
Don't say that.
Well, hey, look, I have to, you know, get my point across in case there's like a 15-year-old who's watching this who doesn't know how to like understand real words.
I'm so thinking that word.
Bro has W aura.
I'm gonna kick you on the chin. Shut up.
Does our podcast have W aura, Nana?
I miss
Or is it
Sonic
L
had the
aura?
hoverboard. Oh, true. Sonic
Dude, don't
Riders
get me
art.
started. Riders has the best character designs for the entire cast. Sonic
Yeah.
characters should wear clothes more often, unless you're Amy Rose. Oh, so you're just gonna let that one hang out there? Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm a vanilla enjoyer.
That's based. I fuck with vanilla.
Oh, Mama Rabbit.
Dude. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really trying to think about the last time we've actually seen Sonic do something actually cool. Like outside
Like
of
the Forces trailer?
uh,
That was
yeah.
okay.
He just ran really fast.
Yeah, dude, that's what he does.
Wow.
He has to go fast.
I will say Frontiers does have his cool moments, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's like to the same level as like Unleash opening cutscene or the Sonic Riders opening or God, or just like Sonic Rush in general. The game is fucking sick. What else? Fell SA2.
Yeah,
Like,
SA2 had a lot of cool moments.
I don't know. Like this,
Funny enough, in recent years, the movies do it the best.
I'm not even joking. They kind of do. And like, I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily like how they write Sonic in the movies of him being like kind of like a. Sonic is like very. He gets bitched a lot in the movies.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, there's times where he, you know, gets fucked up in the games, but it's not the same. Like, when he gets fucked up in the games, he just kind of bounces back. When he gets fucked up in the movies, it's like, I get he's like a younger, like a kid in those movies, but I don't know. I still really like movie Sonic. Don't get me wrong. I like him for different reasons, but
Whenever there's something I like don't like about the way he's handled, I always try to chalk it up to different universe. Same thing with the comics,
Yeah.
or I should say the old comics, the good ones.
don't even get me started on that situation of people talking about Sonic wouldn't say this, Sonic wouldn't do this, Sonic wouldn't say that. Shut up.
I mean, don't get you started. Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time? Sonic shouldn't do this. Sonic shouldn't do that.
Oh my god. There was the whole thing going on with him where he like made like some like detective reference of him saying like gumshoe, like something like that.
Oh,
People
yeah.
He would say that. And
Sonic's
they're like,
not a fucking nerd.
and they were like, Sonic wouldn't actually say. They were like, or someone was like making a point. They're like, yeah, it's a fucking reference. It's a reference joke. Like, it's a joke reference to detective tropes. And someone was like, well, Sonic's not a dictionary. He's not a nerd. He wouldn't like say like really. I'm like, dude, he made one joke.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, sorry. I've seen so many people be like, well, I shouldn't have to use a dictionary to understand a joke. I'm like, well, you're just stupid then. Gumshoe is like is one of the most common detective trope words. If you don't know what that means, I don't know what to tell you. Do people actually like think? I wonder if people like actually think with that mindset where they're like, I have to understand the joke, and if I have to look up what the joke means, and it's a bad. I'm like, no, that just means you either don't get it or you're stupid.
Or you're stupid. Based as fuck. Based as fuck.
One of the two, not both.
That's so
Or
funny,
both,
bro.
or both, or both, or both.
Or both. Yeah, I don't know. The funny thing is, like, it's not even. We've only been talking about how like the community will apply this to Sonic. They do it with other characters too, like a lot. Like, for some reason, like Sonic fans just really think they know how the series should be written, even though it's probably all the people who are writing shitty fan fiction who think that.
Probably. My fucking Sonetto fan fiction.
Give me that. Sorry.
Hello?
Can't help it. It's a cute ship.
I guess. I just find it.
High school AU.
I just find it funny. I just find it funny. Like, it is such a funny ass ship. It's like all the fucking gifs. Let me send you a gif.
Dude, gay hedgehogs are super funny. Like, let's just be real.
Let me send you a Sonetto gif. This shit is like the funniest gift to me.
Dude, I love that. I love that fucking gif. Oh my god, I literally have. There's a version of that just says "hop on Overwatch" too.
God.
Dude, those are awesome.
Fuck. What was the? I know aside from like the Sonic thing, there was something else that I wanted to talk about, and I should have written it down, but it like came last second. We were talking about it before the stream actually started.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Was it actually related to like this stuff, or was it just like a separate thing?
It may have been a separate thing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Oh fuck.
Because it wouldn't be the Smash stuff we were talking about.
No.
That was the only other thing I remember us mentioning.
No, it's not bad.
Me when the podcast topic is searching for the topic.
No.
Guys.
No.
Maybe we're not that good at this.
Yeah, maybe we were pretty bad at this.
I don't think we were ever good at this, let's be honest. That's why it's slop.
That's why it's slop. I love slop. I love slop.
Just give it to me. Feed me slop. I want a huge, big slop-filled belly.
Anyway. Then I guess the last thing I'm gonna yap about. Do you remember the tweet I sent about Cantarella and Wua?
Oh yeah.
How she like ate the cherry and it was like very, they like really.
Yeah, because that was the clip you were talking about that made Vision wanna check out the game, right?
Yeah, let me go find it. I'm gonna pull that shit up. I'm gonna pull that.
True,
shit
it'll be good to put it on screen for full context because I also am not a fan of when people do shit like this and they.
Granted,
they
I don't find that shit hot. You know, like to me, that's just like. Ugh.
Yeah,
but
I got a thing with mouths, bro. I can't help it.
I guess. Like I get it, but at the same time, I'm like.
No, I get it. You can get it without getting into it. You feel me?
God, where's the tweet? I'm searching. I have it right here.
Yeah, it can't be that difficult to find. Come on, bro.
This person tweets so goddamn much that it's hard to find.
Of course they do if they're tweeting like that. You know it's like 10 times a day. Like, probably like 40,000 tweets lifetime.
You know what? I should just look up their profile. Their name is Mpreg Tosh something.
Mpreg!
It's Mpreg.
Dude, we gotta do a fetish tier list. That would be a good stream.
Oh, I'd be so down for that. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying.
This is exactly the type of shit we need to be doing. We were talking about guests too. Can we invite Chibi reviews?
Oh, no.
No, definitely not gonna do that. Oh my god.
Okay,
bro.
let me switch scenes here.
Yeah. You said let's switch scenes, and then I just got to add. It's awesome.
Guys, can we please stop normalizing the over-sexualization of women? It's disgusting.
Fuck
and then it's Cantarella eating her cher cherry very seductively. Very seductive cherry. On the stream.
Bro, you hear that shit? You hear that? That's the goon. It's taking me over.
The goons! Anyway.
The goons! Yeah, dude. Like, this happens all the time with gacha games. We've been over this a little bit in the past. It's just fucking stupid. People like hot bitches. Like, what's your problem?
They do. I mean, it's like,
Like,
And yeah,
I don't get it.
You have so many people who are like, oh, just a word. I don't like it. I'm like, dude, don't fucking engage with it. If you don't like it, just don't engage with it, because this shit doesn't exist in the game itself.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just
Like,
a
it's promo.
trailer, and like that's fine. Like if you don't like it in a trailer, whatever. Jane Doe, by
Yeah,
the way.
okay. Oh, Jane Doe.
I don't know. People are like, can we stop knowing? By the way, this character is a siren, and to my knowledge, is also.
To your knowledge?
She is based on. Is it Femme Fatale? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Femme Fatale.
Femme Fatale. Yeah. She is based around that.
Yeah.
So this person essentially just they essentially just glossed over everything that happened, and like what this character is based on, and what her actual what her literal character is, and went, can we stop the over-sexualization of women?
Yeah,
And
right?
I'm like, dude, hate it or love it or hate it, that's what the character is based on, and that is an actual real, not even not like a real life trope, but it's like
It's a real life statement that is actually good too. Like if you want me to get serious about
she
it.
She seduces people and then kills them.
Yeah, like dude, the entire purpose of like the femme fatale archetype in narrative structure is like more often than not, it's like a statement on, you know, women's ability to use like their sexuality and their sexiness for their own benefit and not just for like the, you know, the eyes and approval of others. It's like it's a way of women like taking back like their sex appeal, right? From like being objectified. Like that's a good thing for women. And you're sitting here just blanket statement calling it over sexualization. Like, I don't know, dude. I see people say shit like that. My first thought is you must be a virgin.
This guy said people still don't know the difference between male and female sexualization, and it's sad, but let's support harmful stereotypes and contribute to the objectification of women. And I'm like, dude, you're over here posting about mpreg and how you want to see this dude's ass, and like, shut up.
Yeah, right. You want to see his shit prolapsing while the baby comes out.
Like,
dude, come on.
Megaverse shit. Like, shut up.
I'm gonna objectify the fuck out of these fictional women. You can't stop me. They're all my whores. They all want my dick infinitely.
All I'm saying is the fiction, like video game characters are objects. Video games are objects.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's fucking ones and zeros.
I'm not saying like this has nothing to do with me being like, oh well women this and men this. No,
Yeah.
They're just actual eye candy. Like the characters are made to be appealing to the eye.
Right? Like,
and it's
dude,
like, whatever. If you don't like it, who cares? But there is definitely a difference between male and female sexualization, but I think we should just I don't care. Just to stop caring.
yeah, like we're fucking supposed to be sex positive nowadays, so why can't shit be sexy? Like, dude, fucking I don't know, man. Like the way I'm thinking about it, because like the same shit happened when Brady dropped in Nikkei. People were like, oh, like we can only sexualize fat women when it's like fetish bait, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right?
Like,
I'm like, no.
Like she just exists and is fat and she's hot. Like, what's your problem?
I was gonna say John Tectone himself made a tweet, and he was like, if you complain about sexualization and gacha gays, please leave the community. We don't want you. I posted a gif of Cantarilla's cherry licking mouth. And I was just like, it's just true. Literally, like the whole point of a lot of these gacha games, they are pandered specifically toward fucking degenerates. Let's not pretend they're not. The only one I can think of that's not pandered toward degenerates is like Cookie Run Kingdom. Aside from like Cookie Run Kingdom, I don't think there's a gacha game that is. Because gachas are predominantly Asian. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
They're predominantly Asian, but like their demographic, they love that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just don't play the games. Just go find something else. That's all I gotta say. Because I was talking to a friend about this earlier on Discord, and he was like, well, there's like there's like a lack of male characters in ZZZ, and how Lycan's the only male standard S rank we have, and the advertising for the game can be distasteful. And I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, it's advertising what it is, and you're playing it, but you don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Remember, don't watch is not a real thing. I must consume. I must.
And he's like, well, here's the thing, I'm gay. And I'm like, okay, we'll find something that appeals to your preference. It's not that hard. If you don't like this thing, if you don't like this thing, then stop engaging with it. You're only boosting it, and you're only boosting its popularity. Kuro Games has won because you have the gooners who love that shit, and then you have everyone else. Not even everyone else, but then you have like the far like Puritans who are over here like, no, we gotta stop this, we gotta no. I'm like, dude, they won. They got both sides talking. That's all that matters. You got Ben Bigger. It's got Ben Bigger. Yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Ben's the homie.
Right.
But no, I don't know. To me, I'm just like, if you don't like this thing, don't engage with it. But then you also have like the hypocrites who are like, well, actually, I'm gonna sexualize men, and then they do that, and they talk about how horny they are, and yada yada yada, and then like, well, actually, it's different because men aren't. And I'm like, shut up, dude. Just stop. It's different, but it's not that different. Anyway, that for me, I think that's all the yap that I have in
pretty much
for what I have to say.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think we covered all our bases. Gooning ethically is not something that you should be concerned with. Goon with pride. Goon with your whole chest, with your whole cock, your whole pussy, whatever you want to goon with. Don't be afraid. Nobody can take away your right to your nut. You know,
just don't
go out there and get your nut.
Just don't stick carrots up your ass.
Is that like alluding to something that I don't know about? What?
There was a joke post about how someone had to get a carrot surgically removed from their ass because he was stuck in the joke post.
Dude, that actually is a real thing that happens a lot of the time. Like,
people like shove like random objects in their ass, and then it's like, but yeah, Genshin Impact. Final words are Genshin Impact brought all the wrong people into the space.
Yeah.
Widespread. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And I think that's gonna be it for everyone else as well.
Yeah.
What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, my outro. We should probably start doing that. If you want to watch the full VODs, for whatever reason, you can find them on Lanny VA's channel. It's gonna be at Lanny VA. And if you want to look at my YouTube channel, for whatever reason, I don't actually post there, but like maybe I will start posting there when I start like figuring out what the fuck I want to do. It's also gonna be at Nana9, spelled the exact same way. You cannot miss it. Lanny also has a Twitter. It is also at Lanny VA. My Twitter is not public. You can't have it.
Mine is though, much to the dismay of the world.
Fucking menace to society. It should be illegal for me to see what Lanny tweets.
Dude, I'm returning to my true form. You will start seeing some absolute heinous shit very soon. So please follow.
Bro has become Sonic Unleashed.
Gooning Unleashed.
Gooning Unleashed. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of MomoTalk. Hopefully some actually interesting stuff happens next week, because we have the Nintendo Direct that's happening tomorrow, and then we also have a second Nintendo Direct that's also happening on the podcast day. So we
said you wanted to do React Andy, right?
Yes, we will do a React Andy.
Nice.
So that means don't pre-watch. You got it? No pre-watch.
That's an order, chat.
Yeah. No, that's an order to you.
Yeah, I was just telling you before we started how much I don't care about that shit.
Fair enough. But yeah.
If we weren't gonna react to it on stream, I wouldn't watch it at all.
No, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have some fun, and then we'll discuss, and probably talk about like Switch 2 shit because or what am I saying? It is gonna be a Switch 2 Direct.
Well, I think we're getting both, right? A Switch 2 Direct and a Switch Direct or something?
We're getting a Switch Direct tomorrow, and then we're getting a Switch 2 Direct on the 2nd. So we'll be able to talk about both. I'm not gonna watch the second or the first Direct though, because that's gonna be like a week old. So
Oh yeah, true.
I'm not gonna watch it, but we'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about Switch 2 stuff because I think that'll actually be very interesting to watch. Sucks that I won't be home for it, but such is the life of a wage slave. Anyway, like I said, if you want to go watch the VODs, you can find them on Lanny VA's channel on YouTube. That is going to be all for today. We typically like to schedule these things out, or at least the streams. We like to have the streams up at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. What is it? PT? Yeah, Pacific time. And that's 8 p.m. Eastern time, and that is 7 p.m. Central time. And typically on Wednesdays. So if you want to watch these live for whatever reason, you want to watch us yap, feel free to tune in. Aside from that, I'm actually going to stop yapping because this outro's gone on for way too fucking long. And I'll see you guys next week with some Switch news. Bye, 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 bye.